the heart of Europe where art and creativity meet. Every year, the capital of Europe welcomes artists and collectors from all around the world. Belgium, a small country with power, a land where culture, discipline and creativity give birth to great brands. And today, one of those brands, Collector's Needle, joined this grand festival right here at home, among his own people. This is not just an event, it's a place where art, craft and passion unite, where ink tells stories and every line becomes a character. From the heart of Europe, from Belgium, we proudly present the Brussels Tattoo Convention begins.
My motivation to organize such an event is the love of art, the love of tattooing, the love of people, bringing people together in the same spirit and making a platform for the tattoo world to connect with each other in one space. I think my convention stands out because I started in the beginning like a normal show, and me as a visitor was pretty young. So I had a lot of inspiration from other shows. I always thought some things were missing, and I tried to add another dimension to the show, such as custom cars, burlesque shows, workshops, half pipes with graffiti, making hip hop instead of rock music. So I tried to shift it a bit to like more than a festival than like a regular tattoo show. This year I'm really focused on the economic situation basically in the whole world. I think Europe has a really difficult time at the moment. So my focus at this show was helping the visitors to get in to the atmosphere of tattooing more easy, to offer them the free ticket. So we offered the free tickets 11 months. It was unlimited to download for as much as you like. So the artists at least have like more clients, a new target group of people that normally wouldn't pay a ticket, but now it's for free, so they're interested to come to take a look at least. And it's my help to the community of artists to support them in this time, because they also feel the economic crisis, to help them on my side, and the other part they have to do themselves. So I think it's my duty to do so because they make the show and not me. I think more than one. We have a lot of nice artists from Japan. I really love the Asian tattoo style because they tattoo with a meaning, right? I mean, every tattoo has a meaning, but the whole design of the Asian tattoo stands for something, right? The Taiwanese people really surprised me. I have people from Indonesia, so they come from Borneo. So it's like a traditional meaning of the tribes way back. So that surprised me the most, that people are still loving to have those kind of tattoos. My favorite moment is that my father is here. He come to visit me, and it has been a while. Yes, because before COVID, I don't know if you know it from that time, we had the 4 sheds all. Now we have only 2, but I'm gonna rebuild it bit by bit because I want to see what the economic situation is doing. But next year we are gonna have a really amazing show. We'll still have like the meaningful meaning of the tattoo, but I think it will be more artistic because a lot of people use AI at the moment. So the official, really old school drawing kind of thing is disappearing. So I think it will be more like a digitalized tattoo kind of style, and I'm really sad about that AI took a big bite out of the creative graphic people, not only from tattooing but basically from a lot of things, right? So I think the true artists will stay true to their style, but I'm also curious which direction it will go, because I'm doing the show now almost 20 years and I see many styles coming up and going away, coming up, going away. So it's really difficult to predict which direction it's going because every generation has its own taste, right? I really don't know. I didn't check the numbers yet, but there were downloaded 7,000 tickets for free. In the 11 months we opened the free tickets. I don't know yet how many free tickets really came inside the building, but download 7,000 tickets for free, it's already pretty good. So I really don't know. I know it on the end of the day. Yesterday was really busy. Friday was a bit slower because it's still a working day for family people. And today it's Sunday, so we will have like more families and people that are like the Sunday people, right?
For me, neo-traditional is like my favorite style because I really like how it combines all the traditional ways of tattooing into one style. You can use like Japanese backgrounds or more traditional subjects. You can make it a bit more like realistic or add some ornamental influences. So what I like about it is it has no rules, no boundaries, and you can just make it your own, and that makes it very unique to every neo-traditional artist out there. I always try to create what the customer wants, and I try to listen to their story, and if they tell me like, okay, I want this kind of element and I don't know what else, then I will like look up the element and try to make a story about it in the entire concept. So every part of the tattoo has something to do with the original idea, and I'm not gonna put like a bird and a shark together, for example. It still has to kind of match the kind of nature and whatever, how it can combine together, so that's important. I think for me it's more about art because I really like the freedom about it. I'm not a very craftsy man, like I got 2 left hands, but the only thing I can do is like draw and tattoo, so that's what I'm trying to do. And it's like the artistic part about it that I really like. You can just be free and do what you want, and by doing what you want, you attract the customers that like what you do, what you want, and yeah, you get like this kind of little community of people that really like what you do and you like what you do, and you can just share it together, and it's kind of becoming a family, so that's cool. It used to be really long, like back in the days I would come home at 10, then start drawing, then I would paint the entire drawing because I wanted to prepare the colors for the customers, and I would paint it for like until 4 a.m., go to bed, wake up at 10, go back to work. Now with the iPad it's a little bit easier. If they want to change something, I can do it faster. So because I'm doing a lot of large-scale projects, I can now prepare like a back piece in like 2 hours. For me, the favorite reaction, like most of the time I don't get a super massive reaction because people are tired, they just want to go home. They look at it like, oh yeah, it's nice, can I go now? But my favorite part is to do like fix-ups and cover-ups, because their reaction is always way more pure, because they walked around with something that they really didn't like and they were like hiding it for ages, and now I fixed it, and instead of hating something, they even love it now, and it's like double the pleasure for them or something. So they're like really grateful, and that makes me like grateful that I'm able to do this and people trust me, and it's a really nice thought that I'm always thinking like, okay, someone is gonna be 80 sitting in a rocking chair still with my art on them, and that's like amazing. And I realize that every day, and it makes me super grateful for doing what I'm doing now, and that I can do it every day. So I think it's my 3rd time now, and I already got tattooed here as well, so like I'm trying to visit every year. I really like this convention, it's cool. I think the way it's changing now, sometimes there's like good parts and bad parts. I really loved back in the day how it was like more about the craft and like really trying to prove yourself and how you love this industry. What I do like about the changes now is like the new machines, the new equipment, everything is getting like more refined, better. The inks are like lasting better, and the quality is like getting better. But there's also like a negative side to it, like we're kind of losing the passion somewhere in the road, so that's what I miss about it sometimes.
It's very nice, very friendly, it's dynamic in a sense. You really have a mix of tattoo artists, tattoo styles, it's very nice. Not at all, and actually, fun fact, I have 0 tattoos on me, never get tattooed at all, but I really like to come here just to have a look. I will say a mix of realistic style and also maybe like geometric ones. There was a few of them, and I was really surprised because every year they're all different, but sometimes I see similar styles everywhere, but I will say some of them really did impress me, and actually I'm really hesitating to actually get tattooed. I came with my friends. I'm always coming with my friends. I think it's a nice experience just to share with a lot of people. I will say the diversity of artists and also the fact that we have so many people from all around the world and the fact that it's a pretty big place. There was a year when we used to have Olivia tats. I don't think I saw her this year, but probably from her. Just give it a try. Honestly, just go. Very nice place, very nice people. You will like it.
Like you said already, in my childhood I was watching a lot of anime stuff. Like I started with Dragon Ball Z. My grandpa showed me this series. And yeah, it was already fascinating for me since the beginning. So I started with Dragon Ball, and since then my whole life is just watching anime. So I wanted always to combine like art because I like to draw. I wanted to combine the art with anime because like those are two of the most important things for me. I like to have a lot of emotions into my tattoos. Like I want to have mostly anger, like the feeling anger. I try always to put then some colors who fit for the feeling. And my style, I think, is about big lines, very big lines. I do them with Magnum, solid colors, and big pieces, because I try to do just, let's say, full sleeve is the smallest body part what the people can tattoo with me. And I try to do just 2 characters on a full sleeve. So it's 1 character, 2 characters, or full front, back, or something like that. Memorable feedback I have ever received was like from a friend of mine. He said to me, like it's another artist and he's tattooing longer than me, and he said to me, yeah, put as much black as possible. And then if you think there is a lot of black inside, enough black, then put another time more black. Like this is like one of the best tips I have ever heard, because like black for me is as well the most important color, because like it stays, it puts a big contrast, you know, and yeah. For me, like if you don't have these black parts in a tattoo, then it after time, after a few years, the tattoo will look a bit washy. And for me, it's one of the most important things. So what is tattooing about is to put a tattoo, to do a tattoo, and the tattoo stays forever, you know? At least 20 years, something like this, hopefully. Me and a friend of mine, we have like t-shirts company as well. And we are producing small company, a bit of t-shirts for ourselves and to our customers and all this stuff. And yeah, it's different because on a t-shirt you have a frame, you have to put it there, or maybe, yeah, of course, if you put it on the shoulders and all this stuff, it's different. But normally you have a frame, you put it on a t-shirt, and then you have to check that it's fitting for the body, for the t-shirt body. But if you are designing on skin, there is no, let's say, plate, you know. You don't have everything is like rounded, you have muscle, all this stuff. You have to follow a flow. And this is very important because like, if you don't follow the body flow or the body muscles and all this stuff, then the tattoos are not looking that great, you know. Because I think this is one of the most important things into tattooing, to get this flow done. Yeah, like the animes, the most popular animes right now, or which I like to see right now. Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen, I like this, or I love it. Then Solo Leveling as well, it's so f***ing good, but it's very fast, you know. It's a fast story, not that deep, but it's really cool to watch. Maybe I should not say this because the audience will hate me if they see this. But yeah, I think those are the cool animes. For me, altogether, best piece of anime is Attack on Titan. Even if I'm not the best or like the most fan of Attack on Titan, but I think altogether story the animation, all the stuff, the length of the anime, it's perfect. I think would be the best anime to start if you want to start watching anime, and the others are pretty cool as well.
Vine hace 10 años y no sé por qué no seguí viniendo y cada año veía la convención en Instagram y en redes y la verdad que me apetecía repetirla y me lo propusieron la convención y aquí estoy, la verdad. Que venga aquí a disfrutar, a aprender, hay muy buenos artistas, que no tengan vergüenza en hablar con los artistas, que no somos intocables, que nos gusta que nos pregunten y que se interesen. Para mí es perfecto. Un montón de gente, hay clientes, la gente se interesa en tatuarse, también hay gente pasándoselo bien, tomando sus cervezas, comiendo. Me encanta, la verdad. A mí siempre la geometría, el tribal moderno, ornamental y a veces fusionarlo con realismo también. No nadie en concreto, muchos ni siquiera me sé los nombres porque no me gusta centrarme en un nombre o nada. Me encanta llegar y ver que vas al concurso y hay un montón de gente que te sorprende y que te deja boquiabierto y ni siquiera sabías quién era. Me encanta eso. No, vine a trabajar con compañeros y un par de amigos que vinieron a disfrutar de esto y vine a trabajar, pero estoy disfrutando, la verdad, como un niño. Pues mira, me encanta que la diferencia es que es como antes, que no es la típica convención que hay ahora con tantas restricciones, tan moderna, donde los tatuadores están encerrados, muy restringidos. Me encanta ver cómo se volvió a lo de antes, los stands son abiertos, no hay tanto control, podemos disfrutar de trabajar a gusto.
When I was young, I was started to doing graffitis. So I just felt in love with the colors, with the bold lines, with the shapes. So when I became as a tattoo artist, I have seen many new school tattoos. So I had already the feeling that it has something to do with the graffiti style. So this is very was close to me. So that's why I choose this style as a new school style, my graffiti style into tattooing. I also love colors because of the graffiti. So in the beginning when I started to do tattoos, I use already a lot of colors. So my clients gonna ask me to do more cartoon tattoos, more new school things, more characters. So they always ask me to use a lot of vibrant colors and stuff, so that's how I build my style with the colors. In the beginning of my career, I did many different styles also to build my techniques. So I used to do also some realistic, some watercolor style, and I think it's also, you get a lot of freestyle in this kind of style. So that's how I mixed with the cartoon elements, which is more flat, but also you need to use the movements of the characters. So then you can also find the chaotic part and the flat part of the designs. I think it's most of the time it depends what my clients ask me. So many times they give me a funny character or something, for example, I never seen before or never know the character, for example. And then I can use a nice, not a caricature, let's say, but a good, funny movement of the character. And I think it's nice to mix with my style also. I think nowadays it's not that popular itself, the new school style, but still a lot of people are into it. And I always seen that all the guys who are doing new school, they put a lot of effort to draw the designs, make something more custom, more stylish. So I think it's never gonna die, this kind of style, because always gonna be someone who felt in love because of the art and the graffiti and all this style. So still very stable, but we are not that many, let's say. Let's say I also need to choose someone from graffiti. One of my a big inspiration is it's called. His name is Fat Heat. He's a Hungarian graffiti artist. Also Atom Crew from Poland. And I also like the comic designs. For example, some music, like for example hip hop music or album covers. Yeah.
Ik kom jaarlijks, dus het was voor mij een traditioneel weerzien en elk jaar ben ik een keer van de partij. In het bijzonder Alex Garcia, Belgische artiest. Ben er zelf ook al geweest. En zijn werk schiet enorm op. En ja, zelfs hier tussen al die internationale sterren springt hij er toch nog altijd uit. De sfeer is gelijk elk jaar op en top. Ja, het is echt super. Veel artiesten, veel kwaliteit. Ja, ik ben hier met mijn vrouw en met een koppel vrienden. En dat is ook onze jaarlijkse traditie dat we naar hier komen dan. Wel, deze is een van de grootste conventies. Deze is een waar dat de meeste internationale topartiesten naartoe komen. Dus ja, hier zie je echt wel het verschil van hetgeen dat er de dag van vandaag gebeurt. Zo geen warme jas aan als je naar binnen komt. En probeer te genieten, probeer vooral te zien naar de verschillende stijlen, de verschillende artiesten en hun kunnen.
Serví 9 años en la Brigada Paracaidista en España y para mí creo que es lo que me dio la disciplina de la obligación de hacer algo. Para mí el anime es lo que me ha dado todo, ¿no? O sea, es lo que me da de comer, es lo que le da de comer a mis hijos. Es como el fútbol para un futbolista. No solo son dibujos, es una manera de ver la vida. Todos mis diseños son personalizados para cada cliente y entonces lo que intento es siempre que sea canon, que sea como salido del propio anime, pero realizado por mí. O sea, pero intento que sea eso, que sea fiel todo el rato al anime, no intento crear nada nuevo. Creo que toda ayuda es buena, o sea, la tecnología está para ayudarnos, no creo que mientras sea de ayuda y no te lo haga todo, me parece bien usar cualquier tipo de ayuda a la hora de que seas más rápido o que sea más eficiente. El tatuaje vino a mí, creo. Cuando dejé el ejército me llamaron para empezar de aprendiz y a partir de ahí fue cuando nos dimos cuenta, ¿no? de que esto era mi vida. Para mí eso es lo máximo, ¿no? que puede pasar cuando viene un cliente que viene de fuera o ya no fuera de España, sino alguien que viene de muy lejos, que se pega un viaje de 9 horas en coche o un avión, eso es lo máximo, ¿no? O sea, para mí es lo más importante y lo más bonito.
I am a tattoo artist myself, so I decided to come over with my colleagues to check out some other artists that we hopefully haven't heard about and get inspired a little bit and have a look around. Don't come too early and maybe check out the artists before coming, especially if you're interested in getting tattooed yourself. Well, we just got here, but it's quite busy and I see that everyone is tattooing, so it's cozy, it's fun. I was into neo-traditional for a while, now I like a bit more ornamental. And I've seen a few artists here that I haven't heard of before, so it's nice to see those styles in a new light. To be honest, I don't go to conventions that much, but I feel like you always know everyone here, and I feel like it's just fun to see some new stuff.
I'm Loz. I'm a blackwork tattooer based in southeast London. My style is just blackwork. It's bold, but always with fine lines. So I really love tattoos that you can see what they are from a big distance. Like you can look across the room and you can tell what the tattoo is. I like something that's like bold and impactful and conveys as much as possible with like minimal like fuss and detail. That's what draws me to blackwork. I think with my work it's actually kind of impossible to do too much with it because it's so black and white, you know. You can't like do too much really. There's no shading, so it's nice because you know when to stop, you know. It's black and it's lines, that's all it is. I think subject matter, there's like classic imagery, you know, like those things are classic for a reason, you know, roses, cherubs, like things inspired by architecture and art. And yeah, these things that are classic imagery, they're classic for a reason. So I do like to stick to those kind of things. I feel like over the years it has evolved. Like I never used to use such fine lines and so much detail. I think it's naturally become more kind of detailed as time has gone on. So maybe, I don't know, maybe more detailed. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think like blackwork recently has taken a more like abstract form, like obviously neo-tribal and cyber-sigillism and this kind of stuff is very like trendy right now, so in general, I think that's the direction it's heading. But my work, I'm not sure. Like, it just gets bigger and more detailed, I guess. It's nice to have, we have quite a big studio. So it's good to have a lot of different artists. We have so many different styles, like every base is covered. So you can really learn, everyone can learn from each other. And everyone's got varying levels of experience. You know, we have people who've been tattooing for 15 years and people who've been tattooing for like 3 years. So everyone's like really learning from each other, and it's like a beautiful creative hub. And everyone gets on really well. It's like a little family. We all look after each other. It's great, but it is stressful. It's a lot of work, but it's nice. It's good stress. But we always wanted to do an international convention, like with the studio. We'd done a few in the UK, but we'd never been overseas. And Lana, who I co-own the studio with, she's worked it twice before, I think, or maybe even 3 times. And she has always done really well here. So yeah, we decided to come as a studio, and it's been good. It's nice. It's a good convention.
Another story comes to an end in Brussels. For 3 days, Art, Inc. and artists came together under one atmosphere. Every line, every sound, every moment once again showed how powerful and inspiring this community truly is. For Collector's Needle, this wasn't just an event, it was a part of a journey. We witnessed how art connects people, how an idea can turn into an identity. And now the curtain falls, but the inspiration remains. From Brussels, from the heart of art, thank you, stay inspiring, stay passionate, stay inked.
Sponsored by Richard Belgium.